All right, everyone. This is the next video in the funded company video series. This is Leeloo trading. All right, for any of you that hadn't heard of it, we'll go over it here. They have, you know, it's one of those funny companies. They have a lot of unique things and, you know, some things that aren't going to strike people as well as others, right? So they have unique things that people will really like, some traders really like, and they have some areas where, you know, traders aren't going to like. They're not going to be super happy. So I'll just give that context before we even get started here. Okay, introduction to Leeloo trading. Mission and vision. Leeloo Trading aims to provide traders with a straightforward and supportive environment to achieve their trading goals. What makes them stand out? One-step evaluation. Traders can quickly get funded by passing a single evaluation phase. Global reach, serving traders worldwide with a few regional exceptions. A lot of account options are available, and we'll talk about that as we get through this video here. They offer a lot of account options, and almost so many that it makes your head spin, and trying to wrap your head around all the different options is tough. And you really, you know, we're going to get into it some here. All you guys that have questions, leave them in the comments. I can answer anything that you have, but there's a lot to go over here, guys, and there'll probably be some questions. It's a lot to cover in one video, I'll be honest with you. Edge enhancers available. Again, we'll get into that. They offer many different edge enhancers, different things you can do. It's unique to them. And here we'll get into some account types, right? And currently they are running an 85% off sale for these foundation accounts here and the bundle accounts. And if you saw the tick video, you understand the bundle accounts. And as we get to the bundle accounts, we'll go through that even more. Kickstart, first time traders. Now this is for the first time account holders for Leeloo, right? So if you've never had an account before, you can come over here, get this account here, and what it offers you, right, is a refund. So if you pass your account in the first month, they don't offer a refund. You're not eligible. If you pass it in the second month, you're eligible for a $50 refund. If you pass it in the third month or after the third month, then you're eligible for a $25 refund. Okay. So the next account we have here is the Express account. And this account is a 14-day quick pass account. So for you guys that are super fast, trade good, you're saving some money, you can jump straight into a 14 days. If you think you're somebody who can get that passed, then absolutely, there you are. You run that one, you can continue on. All right. Now, we'll go on to the Glide account. All these are regular accounts. Okay, all the rest of these, 25, 50, 100,000, 150, 250, 300. These are all normal intraday trailing drawdown accounts, right? And then you've got the Glide, which is a static account. So now you've got a static drawdown. So it's just, you know, so some of these companies offer this, some of them don't. We've been over these in this series. So Leeloo is a company that offers a bunch of different options. Okay, let's go on to the next. We've got the bundle accounts. Okay, and these are all bundles, just like we talked about in Tick. These bundle accounts come with 3 bundles. So you get 3 accounts to pass, and then you pay a PA fee. Only one account is eligible. So you get 3 opportunities. However, you only can go to PA with one of them. So if you pass 3, you still only get to proceed on with 1. You know, we talked about this in Tick. With the Tick Trader, you can pass all 3, pay PA fees on all 3 of them, and continue on. Now, right now with the sell, and you'll see this with Leeloo, they have different bundles. So right now they're offering the 85% off, and you get 5 in your bundle rather than just 3. And we talked about this in the Tick video as well. Sometimes Leeloo has, 3, 5, 7, 10. So it just depends on the sale. And when they have different sales, they will up the number of accounts that you can, have opportunities to pass. Entry accounts. All right. So this is something that's super, super different than all of the rest. They have super low monthly fees, as you can see there. They have super low PA fees, right? So how they work is it is a 50-50 split. And this is something that I've never seen with any other company, be it for what it is. Maybe you like that, maybe you don't, but essentially it is a 50-50 split account. So they have several sizes of these, just the same. If that's something that interests you, obviously it's a cheaper way to get into a funded account, but with that, you are splitting profits 50-50. All right, weekly accounts. And again, this is something that's very unique to Leeloo. Your weekly accounts, you can get payouts on the weekly, on a weekly basis. So essentially the first account, you've got 10 days for your first payout, very first. And then only 4 days are needed between payouts after that. Right? So 10 days, you have to trade for a minimum of 10 days. And then after that, it's every 4 days you can ask for payouts. So some people, some people like weekly payouts. This is an opportunity where you can do something like that. Okay. Platforms, features, and tools. You've got NinjaTrader, Rhythmic, the same kind of stuff. You're going to get a license for NinjaTrader when you purchase an account. So you get the free NinjaTrader license. All these other platforms are Rhythmic, supported platforms. So you get your Rhythmic sign-in information, and if you have a license or, you pay your monthly fees or whatever, then you can work with these other platforms just the same. Okay? Copy trading is allowed through Leeloo. However, they only allow you to copy 3 accounts. Okay. And funny because there's different accounts that can be and so on and so forth. I don't think anybody's that into copy trading for me to go over all that in this video right now, but just know that there are account restrictions and different ways for copy trading the accounts. So if you are a huge proponent of copy trading, then make sure you look into it. And again, if you are, you're probably going to want to be able to copy trade all of your accounts too. Not trying to sway you either way, but if you have 10 accounts, you normally want to copy trade all 10 accounts, and Leeloo does not allow that. It's only 3. Allows holding positions overnight. And again, this is one that if it's big to you, if you like to hold your positions and do more of a swing type thing, there's very few companies that have offered this. We've already been through this. They've got the 10K swing account. So that's a valid option. And Leeloo's a valid option. And they allow 3 micros only. for overnight positions. Again, take that for what it is. It is only 3 micros, but if you like overnight trading, this could be a consideration, right? Trading instruments. And we're right back here. I put all these on here, guys. Take a screenshot, go through them. It's always the same thing I say here. You know, ES, NQ, YM, RTY, CL, GC, you know, all the major instruments that you're going to trade. They should all be here. If for any reason there's not an the instrument that you trade isn't here, then by all means find another company. But most of them are pretty much the same across the board. You'll see a few differences here and there, but nothing really to speak of. I always want to put them on here so at least you guys can see them, but they're really pretty similar across the board with these. Payouts and withdrawals. And we're going to put this on the regular accounts. So just know as we do the payouts, because you know there was weekly accounts, things of that nature. There are, you know, differences in this, but you have to trade for 30 days before your first payout. Okay. This is one of those things that a lot of traders don't like. And this is, again, I'm just trying to give you guys exactly insight on exactly what we look at in these funded companies. And you do have to trade for 30 days. And this isn't you trade for a month. And again, I'm not trying to make Leeloo look bad. I'm just saying it's 30 trading days. So as you guys know, there's 20 trading days in a month. All right. Payout 2 through 4 is 10 trading days. So after that first initial payout, you can get your payouts quicker. So that is a plus, right? Requests must be made the last Saturday of the month. So that's when they allow you to request your payouts. Again, these are some things that traders don't care for. Minimum of $1,000 for the first 4 payouts. Maximum limits depending on account size for the first 4. And again, a lot of companies have the maximum payouts. You guys going through this series know that some of them don't. 1,000 minimum is on the high side. We know some that are 250, 500. So make sure you decide if that works for you or not. There is an 80-20 split for the first 12 months. So that's how they split their profits. And then they do a 90-10 after that. Payout methods, you must register with Rise. So that's the only option that they're allowing. So PayPal, you know, some of the companies offer. Crypto, some of them offer. ACH, direct deposit. None of those are options with Leeloo. It's a Rise, you know, and that's it. So make sure that works out well with you and that, you know, you prefer that or don't. Pros, run frequent sales and discounts. And I got to tell you, they normally are super cheap, run great deals on their accounts. So that's something that really drives you, then Leeloo is good about that. They offer edge enhancers. All right. And these edge enhancers, and we'll go through them here. Discounted PA fees. So their original PA fee for all their accounts. And again, this is something that is a plus, if you will, for Leeloo over some of the others, is their PA fees are just one standard fee across all the accounts. So when you move up an account size, your PA fee doesn't go up. So it's normally $250, and they run edge enhancers for $119, sometimes even lower depending on what cell they're running. They have an edge enhancer for 1 day to pass. And these edge enhancers, again, depending on the sale, depends on what they cost too. Sometimes they're $1, sometimes they're $9.99. So it depends on the sale. Additional 500s for payout, and that's so on top of your maximum, you can add another 500 on top of it if you get the edge enhancer to, do that. Payouts every 10 days. So instead of having to, do those long payouts, you can get payouts every 10 days instead if you pay for an edge enhancer. 60% off resets for that edge enhancer. Waive the 30% rule. So they've got a 30% consistency rule, right? You can waive that by paying for an edge enhancer. 50% rule instead of the 30% rule. Again, these prices vary, but you can get that edge enhancer as well. So when it, all of the downfalls that you can see in Leeloo, a lot of them can be made up with these edge enhancers. You're paying a little extra money, but, you can change it around to where it works better for you. Very unique way to do it. Again, take that for what it is. Love it. You hate it. There's plenty of companies out there, guys. Whichever one works best for you is definitely the one you should go with. All I'm trying to do is give you guys insight on what each of these companies has to offer and what they don't have to offer, right? A lot of account options, including bundles. And that's definitely a pro. They have more. I'm not going to say more per se, because we've had some other companies that have a bunch of options as well, but Leeloo is up there with their options. A lot of different accounts. It's almost a little overwhelming, sadly, because you have to really get in and look at these accounts and wrap your head around, what a lot of them even mean. But like I said, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll get back to you on it. A variety of supported platforms. Yeah, another one of those things, Rhythmic. You can use it on a lot of platforms. Overnight trades allowed, 3 micros. Again, we've only had 2 companies thus far, right, that allow overnight trading. So that is definitely a pro for you that want to hold your trades longer. Cons, must trade 30 days before payout. And again, that is a con. However, edge enhancers fix it, right? Payout request only on the last Saturday of the month. Again, kind of the same deal there. Another con. Unrealized trailing drawdown for you guys that like end of day. They do not allow end of day at all. So this is right back to your, Apex trailing drawdown, your Bullinox trailing drawdown. Of course, you can get in today with them, but Leeloo does not offer an option of end of day. So lifetime PA fees. They have lifetime and they have monthly. And this is one of the things that's a little different with them. And I'll go over a personal story right here as well. Must trade 12 days a month. And I have accounts with Leeloo, right? And everybody that watches me knows this already. And I actually had those accounts, if you will, deactivated. So they deactivated the accounts and told me they would reactivate them once I paid it was either $80 or $88 a month. And they wanted me to pay per month on every account. And some of the companies do per month, guys. And for you guys that use per month, that's great. I don't. I never would. You're paying a lot of money when you have 6, 8, 10 accounts and you're paying $88 a month, So it can add up quite quickly. And that's not anything I prefer to do. I've always did lifetime PAs, and that's just how I've always did my fees. So I wasn't really aware of the rule in the very, very beginning. And when I was told of it, and they deactivated the accounts, it wasn't a, hey, I gave you a warning. And I did email them back and forth and, was a little upset at the fact that they would do that without, contacting me, letting me know the rule, giving at least a warning. And I expressed this to them. And by the time it was all said and done, they reactivated the accounts. Okay. So, and I've traded my days just as I'm supposed to from then on. The funny thing was though, and I hate to give this Apex vibes, guys, but I didn't trade the accounts 12 days in the very beginning, and there was never anything said. And then all of a sudden, one day, once I had several accounts with them, it got enforced kind of out of nowhere, right? So they did right their wrong. So I'm not going to completely throw them under the bus, but just know you need to trade 12 days a month. And a lot of you guys will say, well, 12 days a month, that's super easy. I'm not saying that it's not, guys. Anybody who showed up to my live streams and see how I trade, first, and then number two, I have several companies that I work with, right? So I have several accounts that I have to trade across. And number three, people don't realize that if you look at a trading month, you've got 20 trading days, right? And that's not including holidays. So you got holidays throughout a month. Now that breaks it down even more. And now you're to the point of, okay, well, what if there's not a setup and an entry today? What if you really aren't in a position to take a trade today? You know, and not all you traders are the same. And I'm not going to say for 1 minute that everybody's like that, but it's not unusual, right, for me to not take a trade today. That's not an unusual. I mean, as I sit here right now, I have not traded today. Okay. So that's not an unusual phenomena for me. Now, there's a lot of people that take hundreds of trades a day. So with that being said, just know you do have to trade 12 days a month, 12 trading days in order to keep your lifetime PA fee. 10 accounts per trader. Again, that's a con dependent. You know, there's companies out there that have less. Obviously, there's companies out there that have more. However many accounts you need is how many accounts you need. That's definitely personal preference. Accelerator and weeklies, you're only allowed 3 of the accelerator accounts and weekly accounts. So Leeloo versus Tick. All right, one-step evaluations with a profit split of 80-20 for the first year. One-step evaluation process, 100%. Hold trades overnight. Tick says no overnight trades, but yes, you do have overnight trades if you use the 10K swing account. Profit split for the first 3 months, then 90%. 30% consistency, 30% consistency. Same across there. Copy trade 3 accounts at a time. Copy trade all your accounts. 10 PA accounts per trader. Unlimited accounts per trader. Unrealized trailing drawdown. So intraday, we've talked about this before. You get into profit. That your trailing drawdown moves as you get into profit. The other is end of day trailing drawdowns. And we'll go over this real quick, just for you that don't understand the difference between intraday and end of day. If you're working with a company that has unrealized trailing drawdowns, what that means is, let's say you start a 50K account today. You go $1,000 into profit. You go $1,000 down. Essentially, you lose it back today. Your account balance is now at 0. On Leeloo, you're going to be $1,000 in drawdown. Let that set in for a minute. So you're going to be $1,000 in drawdown, even though you haven't lost anything, because you went into profit and then came back. At an end of day trailing drawdown, you go $1,000 into profit. You come $1,000 back down. Your account balance is at 0. You have not went into drawdown. Make sure you guys realize this, because there is a difference. Again, I've said it doesn't bother me. Absolutely correct. It doesn't bother me because I take profits. You know what I mean? I don't let positions come back on me like that. Obviously, you can have bad days and lose money. Don't get me wrong, but it's never been a difference maker to me at all. However, if it is a difference maker for you in the way you trade, end of day trailing drawdown, you know, I've said it before. Nobody ever complains, hey, I wish this was unrealized, or I wish this was intraday rather than end of day. I've never heard it. And I wouldn't tell you that. It doesn't matter to me. Neither one affect me either way. But if you ask me which one is better, obviously end of day is better. It just, the way I trade, it doesn't affect me. Leeloo offers edge enhancers, 1 day to pass, things like that. Bundles for tick, you can pass all of them. So you get three accounts, you can pass all 3 of them, but you do have to pay the PA fees. Bundle accounts for Leeloo, no, you get 1. That's it. So that's basically where you're at with it. Edge enhancers, you got discounted PA fees. We went over all that. So that is a comparison of the two. If you guys want any others compared, or Leeloo to someone else, or tick to someone else, or you want me to review anything else, leave it down in the comments. I will, do a in-depth review of any fund and company you want, and I'll compare any of them together that you want. So final thoughts and recommendations. Again, it's one of those things, guys, just depends on what you want to do. We've got tons of different options with Leeloo as far as accounts go. I mean, almost so many that it's complicated. So make sure you really, if this is something you want to do and get into their accounts, delve into it, make sure exactly what you're looking at. If anybody needs any help with it, reach out to me. I will go over it all with you if that's something you want to do. Copy traders, you can only use, copy trader on 3 accounts. So that's one of those things. I mean, is that a great thing or not a great thing? Some of them don't allow copy traders, so it's better than that. But if you want, as many accounts as you can, and you want to cross all of them, that's you probably should find a different company. And you guys know, I've, gave you my thoughts of where I'm at with Leeloo. They were right at the end of the day. They did, what I thought was the right thing to do, but do know the 12-day, you do need to do that to keep your life fee. All right, guys, thank you for watching. If you found this content useful, give me a like. If you want to see the upcoming funding companies in this video series, make sure to subscribe. If you know anybody that could make use out of it, share it with them. If you want to show up to the live trading, we do live trading every day, Monday through Friday. YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, and also in the free Discord. So, if you guys want to partake in any of that, all of you have a great day. And as always, guys, stay consistent out there.